What should my training split look like? Training split refers to, you've got 7 days in a week, and how are you going to split up your workouts? Now, depending on your goal would depend on what your split looks like. So let me give you some examples. You've got push-pull legs, upper lower, full, back and biceps, chest, shoulders, triceps, legs, back and biceps, chest, shoulders, triceps, quads and calves, and glutes and hamstrings. Maybe a full day or a cardio day or a core day, or you could tag core in with it. But it really depends what you want to focus on. If you're really finding that your upper body strength is weak, it's not great, and you have 3 days to train, then you might lean towards 2 upper days, which is a good even split of a push move, a pull move, horizontally, vertically, with some isolation movements tagged on the end. You might lean to push pull legs if you've got 3 days. If you've only got 2 days, you might go upper lower. If you've only got 1 day, you might go full. If you've got 3, you might want to look at full body as well, because you get a nice balance of different movement patterns, different body parts. But it depends on your preferences, it depends on your goals, it depends how many days you've got available to you, how long your sessions can be, how much time availability you have, will all depend on your split. Now, there isn't necessarily a perfect way. There are several good ways, and how you do that will vary from person to person. One consideration is that we don't use consecutive body parts on consecutive days. For example, a bad split would be day 1 chest, day 2 triceps, day 1 back, day 2 biceps, because when you work your back, you also work your biceps. When you work your chest, you also work your shoulders and triceps. Equally, you might not necessarily do a leg day followed by a pull day, depending on the pull movements you choose. Now, an example of this is if you were doing a bent over row on your pull day, or you're doing variations of bent over rows, a pendlay row, dumbbell row, anything like that, hyperextension, back extension that works the erector spinae, the lower back. Then on your leg day, you were doing RDLs or squats. That isn't very optimal, depending on your training age and your ability to recover. Now, I would probably suggest you make sure that that lower back is not hit on consecutive days, so I'd be very mindful of that. If you're going to go consecutive days, it'd be better to go pull push legs, not push pull legs, for example. So just be mindful of consecutive days, competing muscle groups, and that kind of thing. But training split will very much vary depending on you, your availability, your preferences, and your goals.